Hello and welcome back for episode 28 of Pentagon for Gold. This time we are playing in the Club World Cup, and you may have noticed we're playing against Liverpool. I'm not expecting to get through here, but it would be nice. And we're also playing against Santos Laguna, who are also in this group, but we need to finish top if we're going to have any chance of going through. Don't know how we compare to the other groups. I assume most of them we would go out. Yeah, there's always at least one big team in those. Yeah. So I'd expect we'll probably finish last, to be honest, because I think we are the weakest team in this group. But we can give it a go and at least try and get second. Anyway, we'll also look into the transfers here. We've got Lucio Silva coming in from Estudiantes. He looks like a really good goalkeeper. Again, a bit small, but he should prove to have some good competition for Aquino. Innocent Sight has come in from Wits. He's going to be joining soon. He's 17 but looks pretty promising, so I've gone for him. Sebastian Pereira, another 17-year-old who looks pretty good, and 3.5 star currently, playing for Cucuta Deportivo in Colombia. He'll be joining once he's got a work permit. Rivaldo Kurtzi, who's been at Sundowns for ages, but actually once belonged to Ajax Cape Town. He has been in the Dream 11 for much of the time that I've been here, so I thought I'd pick him up and look at his passing, positioning and determination. Fantastic. Then we've also got Jorge back, coming on loan again. We've got Danilo, who has actually... I've won the Champions League with this guy at FC Groningen, and yeah, I don't know quite why he's not nearly as good. He wasn't really wanted by many teams, but he doesn't look quite as good as that on that save. But he's still, for this level, is going to be phenomenal, so I'm looking forward to getting him in, even though I probably won't be around for it. And then Muzanani Tarantal has come in from Chippa United. He's been a star in the lower division for a couple of years, and yeah, he was probably I think he was the best player in the division, so I like to always get those players. He's 19 and looks decent. He can certainly try and replace the likes of Buthelezi, who actually is now leaving. He's going to Nîmes for 1.6 million, rising to 1.9, with a 50% sell-on clause. I'm not bothering with the loan back because I won't be around, and I'd rather the club sort of dealt with those issues itself. And Guidi's also leaving, but that has been in the pipeline for a long time. So without further ado, we'll head into this game against Liverpool, where I'm fully expecting to get absolutely smacked. Now, to be honest, I can't really be bothered to change up the tactical style. Not really any need to, just because I'm only going to be around likely for these 2 games before leaving for another team. And we're a bit hit by a mix of international duty and players not having trained at all since the end of the season. So the likes of Mukamela and Darryl Payne have very poor shape, and Liam Burns a bit tired from international duty. A lot of my players on my bench are exhausted from international duty, and it turns out I registered Jorge, and for some reason, I think because I'm trying to loan him again, it says that I can't actually use him in this tournament. He's ineligible. Not quite sure why, given that he's coming back to me, but I guess we just got to deal with it. I guess maybe Santos are in this tournament too, so that might affect it, but who knows really. We've gone for a reasonably strong 11. Shalquick, perhaps not the first choice on the left, but he's come in. Cañarere is back in on the left-hand side, having left the club, but he's back on loan for another season. And yeah, so this game, we're not likely to get much out of it. We've got nothing to lose in reality, yeah. But if we can keep it respectable, and I'd like to score at least one, give ourselves a chance. Oh, we've had the first shot of the game, so clearly we are the greatest team in the world. I don't know how successful Liverpool have been in this save, but I assume they must have done enough to get to a Champions League, at least semi-final, I think is what the qualification needs to be for this tournament. We've gone 10 minutes without conceding against Liverpool, and that was their first shot with a 0.01 expected goals on it. So it looks like we're going to have real issues with our centre-backs in this game, because Simbi is not fit, Byrne is getting tired already, and Payne is supposed to be only playing 45 minutes. We have gone behind, not really going to complain too much. It was just, too fast for us, and Aquino probably sold himself a little more easily than he needed to. And now a throw in again in exactly the same position as from the goal. Mo Salah into Sergio Roberto, good block. And now Sitole's got a chance here. Looks like Liverpool have marshalled us back now. And yes, I like that we're still, creating enough to get 4 shots and 2 on target in this game. Haven't seen any of them, so I'm sure they're just from long distance. Oh dear, Payne, that is awful. You wouldn't see him doing that in a league game, so it's a bit weird that he suddenly loses all ability to control the football in this game. But yeah, we don't mind it too much. We do play Santos Laguna in 4 days' time, so hopefully we'll be able to at least nick a result there and not lose too much morale playing this game. And Virgil van Dijk, good ball into Salah, who then finds Carlos Vitor, who we just can't seem to deal with at the moment. He's dragged it wide. Wonder if there are any other games going on right now. Boca are destroying Montreal. Flamengo America play later, as well as Junbuk and Sporting. No, not Sporting, Sao Paulo. Yeah, Liam Burns really struggling here. Could we counter here? Ah, poor pass. We had a genuine chance there, given that Alexander-Arnold was the only player back. Carlos Vitor. Comfortable save for Aquino, nothing to worry about. Canurere on the left-hand side, loses it to Salah. And Vinicius Jr. has found Carlos Vitor again. Our defence just can't deal with him. But 2-0 is respectable. Yeah, we've got no pressure on the boys. Don't know how good this Carlos Vitor guy is. Oh, he's not real, that's why. Yeah, he just looks like a very fast player. Liam Burns probably going to need to come off. Not quite sure who I'll bring on for him because, yeah, we don't have many options. Dodo finds a Polis. Good ball into Sitole. Decent effort from Sitole there. Roberts back into Burn. We need to not lose it here. Oh, Sitole here. Oh, that was a really good ball. And the game seems to have frozen a bit, but it's just lagged a little. Nothing too major. Demiral now. Sends a long ball into Carlos Vitor, and Salah finds another ball over the top for him. Perhaps our high line's a bit naive, but we have to stay true to our principles, and there's no point changing right now. Makuma can come on in a moment for Shalquick. Although we've got very low ratings, I think that's harsh on the likes of Dodo. He's looked pretty promising when he's been on the ball. Is there anyone we can get off for Liam Byrne? It's not a great selection. I think we'll probably get Mantier on in 10 minutes time. Perhaps we'll need to get Malonica on for Dodo as well. Sitole. Ooh, almost there. Just drifted a little too far into the hands of Alisson. To be honest, 2-0 as it stands is a very respectable scoreline against Liverpool. This team that we've got should never really be able to challenge them, and we haven't necessarily challenged them too much, but we've done well to keep it respectable. I think we'll get Dodo off now because he's very tired. Malonica can come on and is fully fit, so that's good. Salah again on the right hand side, but that is the end of the chance. Right, I think probably it's time to get Liam Byrne off. Let's get Mantier on, even though he's not particularly fit either. Don't know if we can make another sub. No, we can't. Okay. Well, I think it's important we get Liam Byrne off, even though he's been probably our best player so far. We don't want him to get injured. Could do with him in the next game, even though he probably will be still too tired for that one too. Payne into Roberts. Oh, it was a poor pass from Roberts, but luckily the ball's come back to Payne. They're really pushing us back here. But we found a way through. Now Malonica. Can he create something for Stole? He's won a corner. Not bad, not bad. This has been a really good performance from us. Never ever thought we'd get anywhere. I was expecting a sort of 6-0 loss or something. So this has been really promising. And Aquino sends it long into Canarero. Found a really nice bit of space there. Got a couple of options here. Makuma. Oh, he's dealt with his defender very well. And, oh, that was close. Just enough in the way of that shot. I think it might be Van Dijk blocking Sitole's shot there. Always going to be positioned well. Oh, it's a poor pass from Apollos. Not quite sure how Makamela's not won it off Mateus Henrique there. Really bad pass, and it's gone straight to Aquino, who can now look for options. His kick's just gone straight to them now. Carlos Vitor. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Aquino. He was offside, so it's going to be a free kick for us. But Aquino's been immense this game. Lots of really good saves. I think he's probably benefited from the fact that he's got very good reflexes, and even though he's not the tallest, he's... Oh, that's brilliant finish from Vlasic, really. No chance for Aquino. Completely sold him there. But, you know, Aquino's still been phenomenal. Can't blame him too much. We've almost created one expected goal, you know. Come on, lads. Nick a goal from a set piece. Oh, off the post. Oh, so close. We deserved that. Oh, well. Oh, another chance. Could this be a counter-attack, or is it, yeah, presumably the fourth goal? Unlucky. I think 4 goals is a bit harsh. I would have liked at least 1 goal for us to have scored. But, you know, overall we did pretty well. Surprised they're all demotivated. I thought we were quite good on the whole. I mean, against Liverpool, you're never going to expect to win with Cape Town Spurs. But all the boys seem very unhappy with that, which is a bit surprising. Oh well, at least we've got Santos Laguna we've got more of a chance against. If we perform at all like that, then I reckon we have a chance, you know. Flamengo beat America and Schoenberg beats Sao Paulo. Shame that we ended up losing 4-0. I think if it had been 2-0, we would have had would have been phenomenal. But yeah, these guys are, as you can see, all pretty tired and lots of issues. As we see here, says he's ineligible, and I don't know quite why he can't play for me, given that he's already played for me. So I guess that's probably just a bug. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll head into the next game, and Cabane is wanted by Guangzhou City, and Sundowns, Portimonense and Guangzhou City for Siles Sitole. So lots of interest in our players, and as you can see, a lot of low need, because a lot of these players have belonged to us in the past and we didn't really want to say goodbye to them. So we're almost certainly going out of this tournament, but you know, we might as well have a nice time while we do it. This is going to be quite a bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, because pretty much everyone is exhausted. Simbi, Byrne and Canarero are on yellow hearts, so is Velapai. Malonica and Makuma, I think, are just about the only players that are fully fit. Maybe even not Makuma, I think it's Makunazi actually. And Koopstad as well, because he didn't have any part to play in the previous game. All the guys on the bench which played in the last game are similarly exhausted. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult, particularly because I think Santos Laguna won't have played a game in this tournament yet, so they'll just have an extra bit of fitness. Also, a moment to appreciate the length of this guy's name, that his name is written about a quarter of the size of everyone else's names. Lovely. Anyway, don't get to do that team talk very often, but yeah, let's show the world what we're about, shan't we? We are apparently favourites for this game, but I don't know if that's really true given the fitness of these players. I mean, look at this. Absolute carnage. Buthelezi was one of the players, and now Makuma too. Oh dear, so everyone's getting exhausted already. And yeah, look at the opposition, they're all fully fit. We have still, you know, controlled the game so far, but everyone is pretty tired. So I can't imagine that'll last particularly long. We'll probably end up with an injury or two, would not surprise me at all. And here is Santos Laguna's first chance, but it's gone straight into Aquino's arms. Even Aquino's slightly tired. I'm not quite sure why. Like, we had 3 days gap. We've had worse before. I guess it's probably just the lack of training before this. And Mukwenazi's made the most of his fitness. Put it away brilliantly after a really good ball from Makuma. This is promising. Obviously this team won't be around, but it's promising that this squad is good enough to beat, potentially, a Mexican team. Not really sure what to do with this squad because there's just too many players that are exhausted. I don't know if I can actually bring on many players that are going to be much fitter. Imagine it'll just be a case of when we get 75 minutes, bringing on, you know, a couple of players who are on yellow and hope that they have slightly more energy than these guys will. Mourinho. Oh, you can see how tired the defenders are there. Bautista scored as a result of it. I think if we had a fully fit squad, wouldn't have happened. Yeah, look at this bench. It's not much better there, is it? How are the other games getting on? Barcelona beating Montreal 6-1. Juventus being Jönberg. Not entirely surprising. I think Velapai ought to come off. He's on basically no fitness at all. And Cabane can come on. Jesse Cañarera should come off for... Let's bring on Mantia. The others we can make a sub in a couple of minutes. And yes, there's the injury that we were expecting. But at least it won't really affect us unless it's a recall from loan. But I won't even be around for most of this unless something goes wrong with the job opportunities available. I mean, I guess there is always the challenge of getting the club to agree a compensation fee. Koopstad with the corner here. Oh, thought we might have won it there. Simbi with the header. Oh, we can't lose it here. This team deserves more. Castro into the box. And there we go. Yeah, it's just too many players that are utterly exhausted. I mean, look at this. It's annoying that I couldn't have any training in between because it would have been nice to keep these guys just vaguely fit. But, you know, when you're dealing with this, I don't think I've ever seen my team more tired. Oh, well, we played well on the whole. Until we completely ran out of steam, we actually deserved to win that. Very unlucky. 6 to 12 days. We're knocked out of the Club World Cup, and that's probably going to be the last game that I show you of our time at Cape Town Spurs. It's a sad way to go out, really. Wow, it looks like we've got a lot more coaches we can get, which is really good. What are the options? Wuhan, predicted to finish 5th. They're a decent... I don't know if they actually are a sugar daddy team or not, but I'll potentially be applying there. Nothing in Mexico. I imagine maybe this is not the right time to be going for Mexico because I think their season happens January to January. Let's see. When does it start? The league hasn't started yet. I don't know quite what that means. If we have a look at Tigres, maybe we can see what their schedule is saying. Okay, so they're the same schedule as pretty much everyone else. But yeah, the next episode will probably be at a new club if we've managed to find one. Anyway, if you have enjoyed not just this episode but our whole time at Cape Town Spurs, please do leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe to the channel too, and I hope to see you next time. In the meantime though, have a fantastic day.